Buddy, hello, hello. Let me know if this is working, if you can hear me and see me. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Oh, let me fix my little view. There we go. All right. So I'm waiting for my confirmation that you can hear me or see me. My name is Janet Wright, if you don't know, and I'm a healer, reader, and teacher. And this is going to be a group energy healing for 101 people in 10 different countries. Oh, and I forgot to mention on Friday, because I had to go by memory, the countries. I hadn't written it down on the sheet that I have in front of me. I forgot to say India and Bermuda. We have people in India and Bermuda too. So sorry about that. Thank you so much, guys, for my confirmation and my flowers. Yay. So this is going to be the second in the set of 3 group healings. The theme is love life. And judging from the surveys that I got, we will definitely be doing the love life theme again as a triplet set. Maybe twice a year, we'll see. Because there seems to be a lot. That shouldn't be a surprise, of course, but but so thank you for surveys that I got from people, post-healing surveys. Oh, by the way, if you haven't prepaid, so therefore you're not one of the 101 people I'm healing, you're still very welcome to watch and heal yourself as you watch. So, because I explain what I do pretty much as I'm going, so anybody is welcome to watch. And later today, we're going to have, in about just under 2 hours from now, I'm going to do a Q&A live stream. And that's going to be roughly an hour long, where I answer questions. And so that's a separate live stream that you could watch if you want live. And if you text 1 or 2 questions at most, please, at the start of the Q&A, then I may have time to get to your question, and I will do that. That's smoky. But anyway, yeah, 1 or 2 question only, please, and for the Q&A. And also no, like, don't answer other people's questions. It's for me to answer, for you to ask. So just a heads up on that. Okay. What do I want to say? Love life. Love life is a huge topic, and I appreciate the survey responses. There was an extra question in the survey about, is there a specific love life issue that you want the healings to be able to address? And so I did get some very thoughtful and heartfelt replies, and I appreciate the time that people took to do that. It's very sweet. I wasn't able to say, I'm not able to reply to all the surveys. And plus I've decided it gets me out of like the introspective headspace that I'm supposed to, because the point of the survey is like, I want to know what's going on with you, how the first healing was for you, and the issues that you mentioned, so that I can design the second healing to suit you even more. And so it's like a very inner kind of reading, intuitive space I'm in. And so if I reply to people individually, it totally gets me out of that space. So that's why I don't, but I appreciate the surveys a lot. So thank you. So yeah, we are going to do a cool technique today that I think you'll like. it uses this metaphor of closet cleaning, but in a really, we're gonna make it fun. So it's like, we're gonna use it as a fun metaphor for clearing old energy out of your space at the fourth chakra, second chakra, and first chakra, which are impacting people's love lives a lot. The just stuff that needs to be cleaned out. So it'll be a fun sort of light way to do it. So I think you'll enjoy that. In addition to the sort of standard chakra repair unblocking stuff that we will do, that technique I think will be nice. So I don't know exactly what I'll call it, closet cleaning technique. I don't know. We'll see. But it should be fun. So we're gonna do that today. And I think that will address a lot of issues. The Q&A today will be interesting because I think Q&As are always interesting. Everybody comes up with really interesting questions, so it's like this fascinating little variety pack. But I'm encouraging people to ask love life questions. I mean, you can ask any questions about your meditation or whatever, but I'm particularly welcoming love life questions. Anything about love life, whether you have one or you don't have one, and you're wondering something about, whatever. Because there are so many things that I have wanted to teach everybody about love life that I've never gotten a chance to do because love life usually just comes up in individual sessions. So hopefully there'll be a good space to bring out a lot of interesting sort of energy phenomenon that impact love life. Okay. What else? I think that's it. There's still a few left, a few spots left for the Healing Masterclass next month, the September Healing Masterclass on family boundaries, healthy family boundaries. A few spots, like 4, I think. So should be more specific. Yeah. So if you want it, like, pretty much your window of opportunity is closing fast. That's on my website, and it's sliding scale payments, so it's designed to be affordable. So hopefully it is for you. What else do I want to say before we start? Oh, we did, if you didn't catch the Sunday live stream, or you're watching this later as a video and you didn't watch, the Friday live stream that we did 2 days ago, the most unique thing, well, 2 things. What helped people a lot was we made grounding a lot stronger by doing a lot of other things. Usually we just are very literal and you unblock grounding to make it stronger, right? But we did all these other complementary things that made the grounding a lot stronger for everybody. And I think that was maybe like at least 60% of why people felt better was the grounding work that we did. We cleared avoidance, which we're gonna do again. We helped people to be less scattered, which we're gonna do again. And we did non-resistance. And I don't know if we'll explicitly do non-resistance this time, but we're definitely going to do clearing avoidance again this time, because it really did help grounding. And I mean, like, in this big way, like, people were calmer, I was calmer. I mean, I'm a pretty calm person, but it helped with stress relief and focus and just to be very steady. So it was nice effect. So we're going to continue that, and we'll see what else I observe, because that was sort of a spontaneous, unexpected thing that I was like, people's grounding could be a lot stronger. So we'll see what else I stumble upon that can be improved in this one that I don't know about yet. But another theme that was in the Friday Healing 2 days ago was removing manipulations from people. conscious or subconscious manipulations, meaning conscious manipulations is like black magic or curses or spells or something where someone is literally like, I want this person to suffer, or I want this person to not date the guy that I like, or I want this woman to stop hitting on my husband, or whatever, you know, like somebody does some overt controlling act on a spirit level that's conscious. That I would call a manipulation, but also even just having that intention of where you you're trying to will somebody to stop doing something or to do something, you know, like, oh, I want Johnny to come back to me, you know. That can be that the person is subconsciously placing energy, controlling energy in the other person's space that has a lasting effect throughout lifetimes until that person removes it. And so it's you know, bad karma basically to control somebody like that. And so we were undoing stuff like that. We're removing if it's been done to you in past lives, because it probably has been, and we're removing, asking the angels to undo if you've done it to other people and it's still affecting those other people. We're asking the angels to undo it. So that was the other reason that people felt a lot better, I think. There was a newbie. I always appreciate surveys, especially newbies. Like if it's your first healing or your second healing, I really want to see your survey, because newbies, it's fun. Like veterans love every healing. They feel it, at least later, they feel the effects and they're just like, oh, this was another great one, Janet, thanks so much. You know, but newbies, you're just getting like more present and removing a lot of old damage and blockages. So I need to know consciously how each newbie is doing, you know, so I can help them through it, through the, you know, coming back process. So thanks for the newbie surveys, especially. And if you are a newbie and you didn't give me a survey, please do fill out this next one that I'll be sending tonight. Fill it out tomorrow sometime. Okay, that's all I want to say. We can start now. Got all my little smileys. I'll read stuff later. Someone has a suggestion, but I'll read that at the end. Okay, cool. So we'll have a quiet minute, like minute or two, while I finish getting ready, and you can just chill out and breathe and just check in with yourself, see how you feel. You know, relax for a second, have a beverage, healthy beverage, hopefully. And I'm gonna start the healing without talking for a teeny bit, you know, so it'll be probably 2 minutes where I'm not talking. Okay, thanks for waiting. So when you heal yourself, I would suggest use a copy out in front of you. Um, Make a copy of what you need to heal out in front of you. So your aura or your grounding, just imagine it. You could heal it with gold suns around you, but I feel like if you make a copy, you have more ability to be thorough. So that's my suggestion. Anyway, so let's do aura repair right off the bat. So, and grounding. So for grounding, I always suggest make it really wide with your intention as wide as your whole aura. So this far out, if you're letting your aura expand naturally as much as it needs to, it's probably going to be that wide. So just make your grounding that wide, red or orange or yellow. And if that confuses you, just say, angels, help me make grounding. So aura repair, I'll link videos below later, but you just imagine the rips in your aura and you wash them out with gold light from your hands. You have energy centers here, everybody does, in the palm of each hand and the tips of the fingers. And you just set your intention that these generate energy at a gold vibration, metallic gold, and let that gold light wash out the rips in your aura so that they heal back. So that your aura repairs itself. Oh, the angels wanted me to remind people. Sometimes you might be antagonizing people in your life in a way that you're not realizing. Like even people that especially think they're not doing it. There are ways, it's like there's antagonizing and then there's antagonizing that you may not realize you're doing. I mean, if you're like consciously thinking angry thoughts, you're probably throwing energy at somebody. Therefore, they're probably throwing energy back at you. So that, maybe you kind of figure, okay, yeah, I get that, right? But if I consciously make peace with somebody doing something or not doing something, then I'm not doing anything, right? Well, there is a level of antagonizing that I wanted to mention. You can kind of hold up signs, on a spirit level, like you're a bleepity bleep. Yeah, you're a terrible person. You're a terrible human being. You're, blah, blah, blah. You can hold up signs when you don't think you're doing it. And that alone could be enough to antagonize somebody to continue to throw energy at you. So you're a bad father, you're a bad human being, you're a narcissist, these are all, you're lazy, these are all signs that some clients are holding up like at the edge of their aura towards somebody, and it's very noticeable to the other person, and that is a big part of why they keep throwing energy at you. So I just wanted to mention that, and I'm gonna, if you want, just try to let go of if you have any antagonizing signs in your aura, just kind of let go of them. So then the gold light will melt them. So I'll try to help people to specifically melt the antagonizing signs, but you're gonna have to let go of them in order for them to melt. So go ahead and just, deep breath, 1 or 2 deep breaths, just be like, okay, I need to let go of my antagonizing signs. I do not want to, prolong conflict. I don't want to keep getting damage in my aura. Just let go of all these judgy signs that you subconsciously put up at the edge of your aura. And it's so ironic, because it's like, you know, some of these people, they really consciously, they really are not wanting the conflict, you know, but they have these signs up like, you're just a terrible human being. You know, now this big billboard up saying that towards the other person. And that's enough to get, you know, that person to like just keep throwing energy at you, because people are very sensitive to, you know, if you have a bad opinion of them, it's really triggering. So just let go of any antagonizing signs that you have, maybe towards an ex-husband, an ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend, uh, you know, anything like that. Any, you know, siblings maybe that you think they're not doing the right thing. Just melt away your antagonizing signs that you may have in your aura. Because it's going to make you a lot safer energy wise, because then it's because that you don't need to needlessly trigger people that are already, you know, kind of unhinged and maybe aggressive on a spirit level. You don't need to perpetuate that stuff unless you want to be repairing your aura 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I do have a video called, if you search Janet Wright, Resolve Conflict Boundary Issues, that also works on if you have someone that keeps throwing energy at you. But I did want to mention this whole antagonizing signs thing, because I've noticed a bunch of clients that do that even when they're consciously not wanting to do that. I know that. So I just want to mention that still can happen, even the subconscious parts of you. There we go. Okay, cool. So we did aura repair while we did that other stuff, because, you know, gold light running through your aura does repair your aura. So we did finish aura repair. And then grounding, I'm working on unblocking it, but it is kind of like murky, a little too murky. So let's do vacuum boxes everywhere. Thanks to a newbie survey I got, I realized that for her, it would have helped if I had done vacuum boxes right at the start of the healing rather than right at the end of the healing on Friday. So, so thank you. That's another reason why I need surveys, because I want to make sure these healings are optimal for people at all levels. So I'm just taking notes so that I can put a summary later in the comment section with text, with timestamp links. Okay, so now we're gonna do vacuum boxes, particularly because I noticed it's necessary in grounding, but it's fun to do it everywhere all at once, because that way you just sort of get it done. And it's pretty much just as easy to do it in many places as it is one place. So vacuum boxes, they're just temporary energy boxes that you make with your intention, your thought, your mind. And they're just little 3D boxes. You can make them gold and clear or rainbow colored if you want. And when you put them all over first, and then you're going to turn them on with a remote control all at once, so they start sucking up beings and energy that's not yours. And then when they're full, they make a nice little ding sound, and then you ask your angels to recycle all of them. And so it's just an easy way to clear away a bunch of beings all at once, and some other people's energy too. So let's put those in the grounding first. So, you know, you imagine your big waterfall grounding or your big tree trunk grounding, and you can put, you know, maybe 10 vacuum boxes all around your grounding, and then maybe some outside your grounding too. And then put, you know, 7, 10, however many you want, right in your aura, right behind all your chakras. And you just kind of make them real fast. Don't overthink it. Just be like, whoosh, done. And then a bunch of boxes right here in front of all your chakras. And then how about in front of your shoulders and your arms? You know, just make a whole bunch of vacuum boxes in front of your shoulders and your arms, and then a whole bunch of vacuum boxes behind your shoulders and your arms. And then above your head, make a bunch above your head, and a bunch above the top of your aura, so up here. And then the final place that I think is fun to do is put them in front of you on your spiritual path. So you just imagine the road that's just for you, that you travel on in this life and learn and evolve, you know, and we want to unblock the path ahead of you, right? So just put, you know, 10 or however many vacuum boxes you want in front of you on your path to unblock it. And then now we're going to use the handy dandy remote control. So just turn on all your vacuum boxes all at once. And just relax and breathe and just let the vacuum boxes do their work. You know, you can imagine their little sound because they're vacuum boxes, so they're going to be sucking up energy as you just relax. You can have your beverage while they work. And even if you're a newbie, yes, your vacuum boxes are working. It's very new. All my techniques are newbie friendly. Okay, great. So now you can just say, angels, can you please recycle my vacuum boxes? All right, good job. Woohoo. So you can feel how your space feels after the vacuum boxes because you were combing through your aura and your grounding before the vacuum boxes, potentially. So you can check how it feels after and sort of see the difference. So for me, everybody's space seems more, it's like a silence that is when you get rid of all the beings, it's just like, it's just a peace. And then it just, things flow better. There's more coherent kind of flow. So it's nice. So let's do the extra grounding, strengthening stuff that we did before, like being less scattered. So you just, scattering is something that naturally happens. You know, it could be very subconscious, you know, something, you think about something that's just a little stressful and part of you goes, ooh, no way, and like just checks out, you know. And so you could have scattered a little bit in the last day, even if you had a pretty decent day. So it's very easy to check for that and fix it, really. So you just stay here, you know, like touch your body. That's a nice sort of anchoring thing to do if you focus on how that feels. Wiggle your toes, maybe. Think about your big grounding. And just imagine copies of these far off scattered parts of you. So the copies are right here, right in front of you, right? So you can touch them. So you don't have to go far away to retrieve these far off parts of you. Just imagine copies right here, and then just go ahead and run gold light from your hands or from gold suns through these parts of you to help these parts of you relax and unblock so that they're going to naturally come back to you. And you may have parts of you that are especially resistant to coming back. They're like, no, 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 no. So let's see what we can do for those parts of you. Yeah, I think you can use the same technique. It just takes a touch longer. Just imagine the parts of you that are really resistant to coming back, that didn't yet come back. You know, the parts that are like, mom, 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 not coming back. And then just do that same process again. Gold light through those really stubborn, freaked out parts of you that are far off. Maybe just tell those parts of you, it's okay, it's okay. You know, it's be clear that you're not forcing these parts of you back. You just want them to heal and restore to the point where they want to come back. So it's okay, it's all right. It's okay, nobody's forcing you. It's all right. All right, good job. Yay! So, okay, so we did that with the extra resistant parts. Yeah, that did strengthen the grounding. So then let's do the let's do the be less avoidant, clear avoidance. Last time we did it with, I think it was stacking and clearing. Let's see which is the most fun way to do it this time. Oh, that is funny. Okay, so we'll do different this time. So if you want, you can also do, you know, the video from 2 days earlier. It's a different way to clear avoidance by just melting the energy blocks. What we're going to do this time is a lot of times people have a part of them that is more avoidant and is sort of perpetuating this behavior. And so it's like an avoidance librarian part of you that just sort of is like, oh, okay, I'll do that later. Let me catalog it away. You know, let me repress this here and here and here and here. So what we want to do is give a healing to the avoidance librarian part of you. Hopefully, so that that part of you sees the light and stops doing it and quits being the avoidance librarian. Because if you really don't want to deal with something right now, you can just hand it to your angels and they'll find a much better way to help you to work on it, either right now or in your sleep over the next couple nights or whatever. Like, so your angels are the ideal avoidance librarians because they'll help you essentially to not avoid it, you know, but in a really gentle way, right? So that's the best way. But most people have an internal avoidance librarian that is a part of themselves that is really just repressing everything, you know, very studiously. So that's what's not helping, right? So, okay, so what you do is just imagine you know, and you don't have to be able to see energy, you know, you can just imagine like a round shape that represents you, okay? The most of your energy, right? And then there's the avoidance librarian part of you. The part of you that's like, oh yeah, that's for later. And what we want to do is have these two parts of you talk. Okay, so just be like, make sure the part of you, one part of you is saying, hi, avoidance librarian, let's talk. And then just heal the avoidance librarian part of you. Just lots of gold light. So just imagine just this part of your energy that's the avoidance librarian and give her a healing. Just say hi to her. Don't judge her or him. Just be like, I understand. But, you know, it's better to just hand things to your angels rather than pack it away. Because if you pack it away, it could be holding up your love life, or it could be making you tired. It could be giving you all sorts of issues. So just heal this avoidance librarian part of you, basically until it disappears, until this part of you vanishes and just like the energy rejoins the more level-headed, self-assertive part of you. That is cool. Okay, so then what are we going to do though? Because there's a lot that avoidance librarian of yours has packed away, right? So what you can do is just imagine that library, you know, all the bookshelves of repression that avoidance librarian part of you has been dealing with, and just maybe make it easy on yourself and mush it all into just one book. A book of what you've been avoiding. Okay? And then just say, hi, angels, can you please help me with this? And just give your book of avoidance, you know, whatever, you know, your personal book of avoidance, and just give it to your angels. Angels, can you please help me with all this? Yay! I like that. Good job, guys. So yeah, I mean, because it's possible you just don't want to deal with something today, but like I said, the best thing to do is just hand it to your angels so that you're sure you're not repressing things in a way that's going to mess you up in many ways. All right, that's super cool. So what was that? It was a way to clear avoidance. Cool, fun, quirky way to clear avoidance. Yay! So I'm going to check grounding, how that helped grounding. So normally I do chakra repair. When I walk people through chakra repair, I do it a certain way, where we're doing composite copy technique. So you just use one open cylinder to represent all your major and minor chakras, and then you repair that one open cylinder. But I'm going to do it differently this time. Not like crazy new different, just, you know, I'm going to just imagine the 7 chakras, the major chakras, and focus on those for a while. And then I probably will also do all the major and minor just all at once, because that includes all the acupuncture points, and those are really good to unblock. But I want to focus a little bit on all the major ones, and I want to see them separate. So if you can't see energy, don't worry, you can still do this properly. You just imagine open cylinders. So there's one for your 7th chakra that, you know, the energy goes in the bottom and goes out the top. That's your seventh. And then your 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, they're all oriented this way because energy flows in the front and out the back of all of those. So you just imagine, and you can just say, okay, I made copies of all my major chakras out in front of me. You know, like if you can't see, if that confuses you about the cylinders, just be like, fine, this is a copy of all my major chakras. Boom, I did it, right? And then just go ahead and heal it with gold light. So the repair, let's do that first. The repair is like you can have cracks or pieces missing. Sometimes how that happens is like if someone can cord your chakras, usually they'll cord with a pair of cords. And if they can send a ton of energy through those cords, sometimes they could crack your chakra if they can really blast energy through those cords. So that sometimes is how you get aura damage. Like even if your aura is whole, I mean, how you get chakra damage, even if your aura is whole, if they're able to cord you and blast a lot of energy through it, that could damage the chakra. Not in like a big way, but in enough of a way. So that's sometimes when you get more subtle damage, it could be that way from cords. But anyway, so we're just, and you can imagine, I think I'm going to imagine separately all the physical 7 and all the astral 7, because you have 2 sets of major chakras. But I could, imagine them just like inside each other, so you just see one set of 7 chakras, but I think right now I want to do them separately. So I'm going to work on the physical body chakras right now. Part of why I wanted to do it separately like this is because I feel like there's a lot of energy like woven around all the chakras, sort of tangling them up. They should be just separate sort of glowing, awesome cylinders, but this is sort of like there are all these ropes tangling them. So that's not good. I'm unblocking above all the chakras, so like right up here. Hoping that that'll help to clear up the energy that's wrapped around the chakras. That did help somewhat. So also, flashlight beings. Flashlight beings. I don't like making spooky names for beings because people already get spooked out because beings are, it's silly because you're a giant mighty being and these are like little tiny things. So there's no need to be afraid. But anyway, there's a type of being that just shoots energy, that is probably not even in your space. It's probably like 10 feet above you or 10 feet in front of your, your eyes or something. And it can just shoot energy at you. And it's a little, distracting, overwhelming, depending on how many are there, how many there are. So I think people just had a bunch up above shooting energy down. And that was part of what was causing the excess energy weaving through all the chakras. So what you do is you just get a sense of if there is any energy being shot downward towards your 7th chakra. And so like if this is your 7th chakra, just get a sense of if there are, you can just imagine them like little dots, far up above. They're shooting energy down. And then you just say, angels, can you please recycle all these beings up here that are shooting energy down? And then while your angels do that, just relax and, wait. Think about letting go. It's okay to let go. So I did that twice for people just now. I did it once before I was talking about it, and then I did it just now. So go ahead and do it again for yourself. Just get a sense of, here's your seventh chakra. Is there any energy being shot down from far up above? If so, just think about them like little dots, because compared to the mightiness of you, these beings are very tiny. So just think of little dots that shoot down energy, and then just say, angels, can you please recycle all these beings? You just say that in your mind because your angels hear your thoughts. So you just have to start it with angels. So I'm just going to do a little bit of unblocking with all the chakras. I still want to do more in helping the physical body chakras, but let's just unblock and repair a little more. Just with gold light. Unblocking is like, there's a clog, and then you just use the gold light to melt the clog. And you can especially unblock your lower chakras, like 3, 2, and 1. Because usually the lower chakras need it more, need unblocking more. Oh, and we may as well do chakra filaments. We did that, I think it was in the Healing Masterclass last month, chakra filaments. So we'll do that now. So you already have out in front of you, you're imagining your physical body 7 chakras and your astral body 7 chakras. So then I used to only be aware of the big connections. There are these big connections between that are good, so you could think of them as cords, but they're good because they're yours, from you to you. But you have big cords at the third, from the physical third to the astral body third chakra. And then you have a big cord also, which is good, and you should keep it, from your physical 7th to your astral body 7th, or your spirit body 7th. So those are the ones I used to be only aware of. And that, the third chakra one, you can make that a yellow color, since yellow is a good color for the third chakra. And then the 7th chakra one, you can make a purple, since purple is a great color for the 7th chakra. And you can just use gold light and unblock the flow. So you imagine like a yellow tube and a purple tube, and just unblock them. So a lot of energy can flow freely through those tubes. And then, but there are smaller tubes or rivers of energy, or lines of flowing energy for all the other chakras. So 6, 5, 4, and then 2 and 1. So the angels had me call those filaments, a filament, and it's just it's just a smaller connection. So you can imagine those, and a lot of times people have, it kind of looks like burnt energy, like if you burn some toast or something. It's just like this hard, black, stuck energy. And so you just use gold light to melt that away, melt any blockages in the filaments. So what are we doing? We're imagining these connections between your body's energy centers, your body's major energy centers, and your spirit's major energy centers, right? So chakra filaments. And you could call the big connections filaments too, I guess, or just connections. Doesn't matter so much what you call them. The point is that they should be flowing. And if you clean them out enough, then they'll just be the natural chakra color. So if you use your rainbow system for chakras, so the first one would be red, the second one would be orange, the third one would be yellow, then green, then a light blue and a deep blue and a purple. And if you need a refresher on those kind of colors, and basic information about chakras, I do have a 2-page chakra handout that I could email anybody for no charge. You just email me and say, hi, can you email me your 2-page chakra handout? And the videos that I have that describe basic stuff like that about chakras, doesn't talk about filaments though, but talks about the chakras and the colors and the aura layers and stuff, would be a 3-video set called 7 Chakras Aura Layers Flow, which I would link below later in the comment section. And extra, since our theme is love life, and I was looking at 4th chakra, heart chakra, 2nd chakra, emotions, 1st chakra, courage, safety, and abundance. Those are the ones that I looked at that most impact people's love life. So to unblock those ones extra. So the 4th chakra one at the chest, ideally a green color, some kind of green that you like, just make sure it's flowing. And then 2 and 1, 2, 2nd chakra below the belly button, orange is a nice color for that one, and just unblock it with gold light. And don't try too hard. It's sort of this ironic thing with energy. If you're patient and consistent, that works. But if you're like, oh, come on, clear, that's resistance, and so it works slower then. And 1st chakra, an ideal color for that is red. And at the base of the spine, and just let that flow, that chakra filament between your spirit first and your body first chakra. All right. Okay, so I was also again looking at, the body chakras, and that there's still just a little bit of energy like weaving around all the chakras. So I think that's probably just some beings that the vacuum boxes didn't get. So we could do maybe gold wax. That's nice sticky gold wax. I have a little video that's if you search Janet Wright sticky wax and the number 7, you'll find it. It's you're using sticky gold wax on all 7 of your chakras. But let's do that now. Let's do specifically the physical body ones, and make sure you just make a big mass of the gold wax so that it gets in all those spaces around the chakras, because they want to make sure that we get rid of those beings that are just wrapped around a bunch of chakras. And again, you're the giant one. This is just a little bit of like, it's like cleaning your teeth or something. So make a lot of gold wax to just harden over all the stuff that you want to remove, and then just kind of split the wax in half, and then just peel off half and give it to your angels. Angels, here you go. And then peel off the other half and give it to your angels. Angels, here you go. That helped a lot, but there's still something going on. Not much, but it's annoying me. I think it would help if I could clear even more of that energy that's sort of wrapping around in between the chakras, because you want them to just be like unrestricted and free to like shine and generate and make energy. And yeah, we want to liberate your chakras as much as we can. But I think that the remaining stuff is not from beings, so good job. And again, I'm looking at physical body chakras. So the seventh chakra, well, really, if you have a significant imbalance in any chakra, it can affect all the others. And that's probably most true with the seventh chakra in the top of the head, just because that one more naturally sets the tone for all the others beneath it. So I think that's what's going on. There's some kind of a seventh chakra imbalance in the top of the physical head that is messing with the other chakras. So if you want to do for yourself what I'm doing, then just make a copy of your physical body seventh chakra, just that one chakra, and you can make it nice and big. The chakra itself is pretty small in the top of the head, but just make a big copy. So like round opening, cylinder, round opening, and just healing it with gold light. Yeah, that was it. Okay, so the physical seventh chakra has a round opening at the top and a round opening at the bottom. And a lot of times I forget in these group healings to do enough clearing and unblocking in the bottom of the round opening. So it's like in there, in your head. The bottom opening is important because your seventh chakra has to pull up energy from the very bottom of your seventh layer all the way up through your body into the bottom of the seventh chakra, and then shoot it up to shoot that energy through the chakra up to the top of the aura, and then it goes back down, and then your seventh chakra has to pull it all the way up again. So it's important that both round openings are very unblocked, right? But the bottom one gets a little bit ignored more often, I think. So just focus on that bottom round opening, and since it's a copy, you can turn it any way you want so that you can really see that bottom round opening. And there's just energy blocks down there. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like now the chakras are like, thank you. Yeah, so now the grounding is good. All right. I want to get to the closet exercise because that one's going to be super fun. But in advance of that, I want people to have a stronger presence in their legs. So we're going to do legs first, and then we'll do the closet exercise. Yay! So legs are really key. I mean, first of all, just on a reality way, if you're lucky enough to live to an advanced age, mobility is a big deal. You want to be able to keep walking, keep, having your balance. You want to have good knees, hopefully, so that you can walk, go on walks, maybe. Wouldn't that be nice to be able to exercise? You want to have good hips, ideally, so you don't need surgery, hopefully. So it's a really big deal. Like in younger years, many people take their lower body completely for granted. Their feet, their ankles, their knees, everything, the hips, they just take it all for granted. They don't exercise, they don't do gentle stretching and use this stuff. And a lot of times I think too, they eat inflammatory foods, wheat, corn, gluten, all that stuff that could be messing with their joints as well. But so I think on an energy level, your legs, yeah, probably have equal importance to the physical importance that they have. If you bring up earth energy, these energy centers, when they're nice and properly functioning, they naturally pull up earth energy from the center of the earth through your legs and into your first chakra. And so it's this gentle way of kind of fine tuning the first chakra, the red earth energy before it gets to your first chakra, so that you're really like ready for anything. I mean, it's very validating for your first chakra, for your courage, your safety, and your abundance. So the legs are very important in that way. But people can go through life, without really being present in their legs spiritually. And so they're more likely to have accidents and bump into things on a physical plane. And also they're just not as powerful. They're not as able to deal with stress and pressure. One metaphor that I actually like to use, even though I'm not personally very into sports, but in baseball, my husband likes baseball and other sports, and in baseball they have a closing pitcher, and the closing pitcher usually has just phenomenal legs, like energy wise. And they just have the best legs ever. They're just so grounded, and they're just so present in their legs, and that's how they can be a closing pitcher. A closing pitcher in baseball is known to be the one that you bring out when the pressure's really on, when it's like the most high pressure part of the game, to bring it to the end of the game and win, so we want you guys to be just as powerful in your legs as a closing pitcher. So let's work on that. Because if you're that powerful in your legs, then you're going to rock the closet exercise that we're going to do, basically. Okay. So just imagine a copy out in front of you of your legs, and just use lots of gold light and melt away. People were talking on their surveys, some people, about body images and body image issues. And part of that we're definitely going to deal with in the closet exercise. But I think this is a good time to deal with it too. So when you're working on your legs, go ahead, legs and feet, knees, all the joints. Wash out any body shaming kind of energy. It may not be something that you consciously feel, but someone could have kind of thrown energy on you and you didn't know it in this life or a past life, about like, why are you wearing that? I can't believe those shorts are too short, or blah, 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 or your legs are too skinny, or they're too fat, or they're too this, or they're too that. So just use gold light and just get rid of anybody's, any body shaming stuff, any embarrassment, any shame, any sort of energy from anybody, including yourself, that is negative about your legs and your joints and your hips and your butt. Do the whole thing from the hips on down. So including, let's include lower torso also. So, all of this whole area, hips, front, back, uterus, this whole area, just unblock it, wash out body shaming energy from this or past lives. Any kind of sexuality shaming stuff that you may have picked up in this or past lives, just melt it away. Lots of gold light. And there may be stuff that you're like, oh, that's so uncomfortable, Janet. Now I'm triggered, right? So that's okay if you feel that way, but let's deal with it so that you don't have to feel uncomfortable now and then a week from now and a month from now when it keeps getting triggered, right? Want to get rid of it once and for all. So just let's do blanket exercise with that. So anything that was a little bit too much, that you didn't clear, that was like, oh, Janet, I'm uncomfortable now. Just big gold blanket out in front of you and dump it on the blanket. And you can push the blanket further out if you don't want to feel it, but just big gold blanket and then dump on the blanket anything that's uncomfortable about body shaming, sexuality shaming, anything like that. Having to do with your legs and your hips or just in general, and just put that all out on the blanket and then say, angels, can you please double check my piles? The angels are all so happy that you're going to clear this stuff. They're like, yay! Okay, so now just lots of gold light. And your angels check the pile, so it's not too much to clear right now. So go ahead and melt that pile. Or piles. Okay, good job. So, and if you have any extra that you're like, oh my gosh, I couldn't put it in the pile, but it's still bothering me, Janet, go ahead and just make an extra bundle with extra blanket, put all that stuff on the blanket, and just bundle that up, give it to your angels. Say, angels, please take this for me. That way they'll help you with it over time. Usually in your sleep, which is nice and gentle. Usually in your sleep over, spread out over time. And this is probably a good time to bring up angel classes too. So angel classes is a good option for you, but also for people in your life. But let's first talk about for you. So if we were clearing out body shaming stuff in the legs and you felt like, oh, there's a little too much there, or, sexuality shaming stuff, there's a little too much, that's a little too intense. What you can do, or if it's just some topic that excites you, you want to work more on it, just let your angels know. Angels, can we work on that in my sleep? That's all you have to say. Angels, can we work on this in my sleep? Because there are all these specialized things that they could do with you personally. And then there are also angel classes on clearing sexual fears, or clearing abuse energy, or clearing, shaming from others, or clearing sexual traumas, or, there's specialized angel classes that you can take, maybe they'll be like over a month, and so every night in your sleep, there's a little class of it, or every Tuesday and Thursday, there's a class in your sleep. You don't have to worry about when and how, but they really work over time. So it's very nice. And it doesn't, and on the astral, there's a lot of time. Like it's different than when you're awake, So angel classes is something that is available. Also, I thought about angel classes because somebody said, oh, I wish that my husband kind of like, she didn't say it this way, but she's like, I wish my husband would be a better listener. She said it a different way. She's like, oh, I wish I could find the words so that he could listen to me on deeper issues. But she's really means, yeah, my husband's not a good listener. So what she can do is, because he's a decent guy, he just, that's really an area where he could improve a lot. So she can ask him to take angel classes on communication, relationship communication. So that's really easy. So if you have somebody, say your partner or just a friend or a sibling or a parent even, that you feel like they have an area that you'd like them to improve in. Also, an ex-husband, say you have a kid with or two kids with or something. Just, you're pretty centered right now. So what you can do is just say, angels, please help me, to do this safely and cleanly and respectfully. And then just go ahead and say hi to that person. On a spirit level, you just stay here, right? And just say hi, so-and-so, say their name. And just say, I just learned that there are these angel classes that you could take in your sleep. And they could help you with communications, and try to be humble about it. Because if you blame it all on the other person, it's probably not all their fault. Like there's probably some stuff that you could do differently too. So you could say, I'm going to be taking classes too, so I can communicate better with you. And I want to let you know that you could take these angel classes too in your sleep, and they're super easy, and they can help you with work communications too, and they can help you with communications with me. I'm just watching everybody's person go, oh, okay, yeah, I can do that. All right, great. See, that's a nice thing about when you communicate with telepathy, and it's not like one of these, sort of antagonizing vibrations. If you're humble and you say, I'm going to work on stuff too, and I know I have stuff to work on, and I want to, and you also point out that it can help them in other areas of their life, like in their career, all that, then, if you're talking to the person telepathically, they're a lot more evolved on that level and generally less defensive. So as long as you're humble about it, and you point out, there are many benefits to them. You know, many people are open to that kind of thing, the angel classes. And then you typically will see the person improve. It will just take, like a month or two to see more and more results. And then you're like, wow. So anyway, a little bit about angel classes. So for example, if you have issues with, sexuality expression, expressing your sexuality, even just with yourself or with, a partner, that's something that you can definitely take angel classes on. And that because it's a deeper long-term issue, and it's really good to work on that with your angels in your sleep. So you can just say, angels, please help me to work on my, sexual enjoyment, with others in my sleep, or something. And the angels will, create fun classes for you. All right. So the legs are strong enough now. I was just checking that the front of the first chakra is unblocked enough, because the legs bring up earth energy into the first chakra in the front. But if it's too blocked, it'll just kind of bounce out. So I was just imagining the front of the first chakra and just making sure it's nice and unblocked in the front. Oh, right. So let's do the closet. Fun with closets. Let's do fun with closets. Okay, so we'll do 4, 2, and 1. Okay, so fourth chakra in the center of the chest has to do with a lot of cool stuff. It's like the feel-good chakra. It has to do with self-love, love of others, compassion, having a healthy balance between taking care of yourself and taking care of others, passion, gratitude. But if it gets blocked up, it's really doesn't feel good. Oh, motivation, enthusiasm and motivation are what it generates as well. But if it gets blocked up, you could feel abandoned, you could feel lonely, you could feel betrayed. It's like you can have a betrayal experience, but if your fourth chakra is really healthy and flowing well, you actually don't feel it much. But you can have a betrayal experience, and if your fourth chakra is prone to, it's already kind of stuck and weak, then it could impact you in a huge way. So I was telling one of my newbies in this recently because, she felt very rejected, because in dating, when you're dating, it's there's a lot of rejection potentially in dating. Doesn't work out with some guy or some girl, and you could feel rejected, right? But if your heart chakra is flowing, you actually it's not going to affect you that much. It's not going to make you feel bad. If your heart chakra is blocked, you can feel very lonely. So this is something I really want to bring up now because this is the love life triplet set, and I want to work with everybody and help everybody. And a lot of people, they don't currently have a partner or the right partner, and so they can feel very lonely. And so if you just keep healing your heart chakra, if that's you, if you're don't have a partner and it really bothers you, keep healing your heart chakra. Keep the flow going in the front and the back. Keep it nice and strong and flowing and bright and, happy green and flowing green in your fourth layer everywhere. Because if that's nice and flowing and strong, you actually probably won't feel lonely, even if you don't have a partner and you haven't had a partner for 10, 20 years, whatever. If your heart chakra is flowing well, you actually don't feel that like painful loneliness. So that's important, and that's why we want to start with, that's one of the reasons why we're going to start with the fourth chakra. Another reason why this whole closet exercise, the point of it is want to clean out energy that you needed to get rid of, but you just didn't, right? Old baggage. And this baggage can get in the way of you feeling close to your partner, feeling close to anybody. This sort of closet cleaning stuff that we're going to be cleaning out in 4, 2, and 1. It could be blocking you from feeling that sort of lovey-dovey feeling for anybody. It could be blocking you from wanting to be very sexually present with your partner and enjoying that. That could be the garbage there in your closets could be blocking that. Could be, diminishing your sexual experience, diminishing all sorts of stuff. Just your enjoyment of your partner and like how sort of, cuddly and enjoyable the whole experience is for you. It could also cause you to attract people or be attracted to people that really aren't the right partner for you. When you have a partnership, it's like looking in the mirror in a way. I mean, there's just a way in which having a partner causes you to see yourself on a soul level, and they see you on a soul level. And so if you have a lot of junk in your closet, you really don't want to see yourself. There's this level in which you're trying not to see a lot of parts of yourself. So you're going to be attracting somebody who really isn't that fully present with you because you're avoiding a big chunk of yourself, and therefore you don't want somebody to kind of light it up for you in the sort of psychic mirror that is a close relationship. So you're going to attract somebody instead and be attracted to somebody instead who is avoidant and who's really not very present with you, because that way your closets, your clogged up closets don't get so triggered. So long story short, this will help a lot. So let's do it. So this is going to be a healthy and gentle closet experience. So you don't have to worry that it's too much, because it's going to be a special closet that your angels prepare with you. So you get to clean the whole thing right now, and it's going to be okay. It won't be too much for you. Okay. So we just say, angels, help me to have a healthy and gentle fourth chakra closet experience, closet cleaning experience. Okay. So you can imagine it however you want. Like you can imagine your closet being like, one of those, like, I don't know, if you see closets and like people who have just money to burn, and they're just, their closets are like giant and they have skylights in their closet, and it's like a walk-through amazing closet thing. You can imagine a closet like that, or you can imagine a clothing closet, but that maybe, it's more of like, your angels bring your clothing out to like this outdoor garden where you have this like jacuzzi tub of gold light, and you're sitting in your jacuzzi tub of gold light, and the angels just bring the closet items to you. So that might be nice too, because then you're outdoors, So whatever you want, if you want like a nice comfy indoor closet experience or an outdoor closet experience, I just say, angels, I'm ready for my healthy and gentle fourth chakra closet cleaning experience. Okay. And the idea with this is, just like in many people's actual clothing closets, there's the clothing that you need and you use and is really good for you, and that's fine. You should keep that stuff, right? So there's a bunch of clothing like that, right? But then there's clothing that, who knows why you're still keeping it, right? Somebody's probably in your space about it, or there's some fear that you have that if you get rid of it, you're going to need it, and blah, 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 blah. So there's this bunch of clothing that's like, oh, why am I keeping this, And so that's sort of this other type of clothing. And then there's the stuff beyond that even that's like, oh my God, there is no logical reason, but I'm still keeping that stuff. So that's, we could say that's group C. That's like, oh gosh, I really should get rid of that. But it's, you just haven't, right? So there's the A clothing that's like, of course I'm keeping that. It's good for me. It's fun. I use it, yeah. And then there's this B stuff that's like, what am I thinking? And then there's the C stuff that's like, oh, I can't believe I'm doing this. I still have it, right? Okay, so this is for fourth chakra. So self-love, love, motivation, in relationships, loving others, feeling loved, receiving love, all sorts of good love life stuff, right? Self-acceptance of your body, of you as a person, that you're worthy of love, that you're worthy of finding a compatible partner. All that stuff, right? Okay, so you can either be in your indoor or your outdoor angel-assisted closet, right? I'm going to be in my outdoor one. But you say, okay, angels, I'm ready. And they'll bring you the first group, the A group of clothing. And you just sort of like touch it and just, be like, yeah, this totally makes sense. This is like the good stuff that I'm totally keeping, right? So you just sort of get a sense of that. You can give it a little gold light just for fun. Like, okay, this is my heart chakra stuff that's totally working and is awesome, and so you're like, okay, thanks, angels, that was fun. We started with the easy part, right? So but this is a healthy and gentle closet, so all of it you're so ready to do. Okay, so then the B group, okay, angels, I'm ready for the B group of clothing, in this fourth chakra closet. And this is stuff that you really should clear, right? So you can clear it with gold light with your hands, or you can clear it with gold fire, gold water. You can blow it up. You can, whatever you need to do. But just with this stuff, if you use gold light, it will melt. Because this clothing is really just old energy from, it could be from a past relationship, even in a past life. So it's just stuff that should go, right? So just run gold light through this clothing until it melts completely. All right, good job. And if you had trouble with that, if it's still there, just be like, angels, can you help me clear this? Okay, and so wiggle your toes, stay here. You need to redo your grounding, red, orange, or yellow. Okay, so now the C group of clothing in your heart chakra. But again, this is just healthy and gentle level. So it's stuff that it's just silly that you haven't cleared it. So just run gold light through those clothes. And you can be in your outdoor gold light jacuzzi if you want and just use a flamethrower so you're not even getting close to it. Gold light flamethrower. Whatever you want to do. You can just soak it in a vat of gold acid that just burns it up. But just relax, let the gold light do the work. The C group of clothing for your heart chakra stuff is just stuff that you really need to get rid of. And it's just kind of illogical that you still have it. So just let the gold light do the work, deep breathe, relax. If you finish it already, you can do another group of C group of clothing if you want. If your angels give you another group, just feel like, okay, angels, is there another group of, C group of clothing that I should be clearing for my heart chakra? So yeah, why not? Let's do, if you want, do a second or third group. And it's healthy and gentle. So just say, angels, bring me more clothing that might be healthy and gentle for me to clear out of my fourth chakra closet. And just imagine that out in front of you and go ahead and clear it. And just relax. Back away from the clothing. Don't get too close to it. Just let the gold light do the work. All right, good job, guys. Yay. So good job. So again, like I said, that does help in relationships because you're going to be more open to someone really seeing you. And if a partner really sees you, it's more fulfilling. It's more satisfying to be really seen and really observed. And this can happen even on a non-verbal spiritual level. So even if you have a partner who's not, chatty and stuff, they'll still be able to see you on a deeper level now because you have cleaned out those closet items. So you're not kind of like, partially hiding. You're more like, oh, this is a nice closet. I like this, and so you're more able to show yourself just on a non-verbal spirit level. And if your partner isn't getting this healing, you can just say, angels, can you please help my partner to get the closet cleaning class? Just say, angels, can you help my partner get the closet cleaning class? All right, cool. So let's do the second chakra closet. And again, you can have your outdoor garden experience of closet cleaning, or you could do an indoor closet with, with like skylights and stuff and plants. And okay, so just have your healthy beverage, just relax. So second chakra closet, emotions, sexuality, sensuality. So sensuality, enjoying food together, enjoying, good weather together, enjoying scents and smells together, enjoying sexuality together. And if you're single, this still matters because, emotions, sexuality, it's all very relevant as to like if you're open to a compatible partner. On a spirit level. So it's really good to clean this stuff out. So let's start with the easy part, the A group of clothing, right? That you're okay with. That really works. So this is the clothing in the closet, your second chakra closet, your healthy and gentle second chakra closet that you really should keep this clothing. It works for you. It's good energy. Why not? So just imagine that clothing, and this is your second chakra clothing closet, your second chakra like love life closet, and it's just stuff that is good. You know, it's the stuff that you wear that you should keep. It's good energy for you. And so just you can just kind of validate this. This is what works in your life, this second layer energy, second chakra energy. So that's kind of like already working in your life. So that's nice. So you can say, okay, angels, thanks so much. I say, angels, okay, I'm ready for the B group of clothing in my second chakra closet. You know, what stuff that I really should clear, you know, in my healthy and gentle closet cleaning for second chakra. And just imagine, you know, your angels are bringing you a new batch of clothing, and this is stuff you should get rid of, and it's kind of silly you haven't already. And just go ahead and clear it with gold light. Keep breathing, just relax. You can gold fire, gold water, whatever you need to do. And don't get too close to the clothing if you feel like it's overwhelming. Just let it dissolve. All right, good job. So if your second chakra B group of clothing didn't disappear already, didn't clear, just ask your angels to do it for you. Angels, can you clear that up for me? All right, so now the C group of clothing, second chakra, your healthy, gentle closet cleaning experience. So the C group in your second chakra closet, just stuff that's just really mucking up your love life, and you probably didn't even know it was there. Maybe some of it you had an idea about. So just, you know, it could be a big rack, but it's healthy and gentle. Your angels only brought you what's healthy and gentle to clear right now. So don't freak out about this. Just lots of gold light and just melt all the clothing away. And again, this clothing represents baggage that you just haven't gotten rid of in your second layer or your second chakra that's mucking up your love life space, your experience of your love life. So lots of gold light and just melt this C group of clothing in your healthy and gentle second chakra closet. And if you have trouble with that, just say, angels, help me clear that. And let's do again a second group of the C clothing. And you know, if you're more motivated, you can do a third group too. Because if your angels bring it to you, it's okay, right? So what we're doing is we're clearing second chakra closet stuff. So sexuality, sensuality, emotions. So the C group, angels bring me more clothing I can clear. And then just clear it. Gold light. Go ahead, clear it. And again, you can keep the clothing far away from you. Just let it melt. You can have your angels help you with it. And some of this stuff you won't recognize because it's from past lives. So you'd be like, why is that there? You know? Don't worry about it. Just melt it. And again, this is healthy and gentle, right? So you could keep doing this because there's probably more to do, you know, tomorrow or the next day. So you can keep doing this exercise. Okay, so reground. So first chakra, we're gonna do the first chakra closet, and we're gonna start, and again, you can be outdoors if you want, you know, and just have it around you. You're here, you're in your body, but you have a big, you know, maybe gold tub jacuzzi around you, or nice healing energy flowers around you or something. And or you're indoors in your indoor closet, you know, with like lots of natural light or something. But anyway, this is a healthy and gentle first chakra closet experience. And so first, the A group of clothing, really good stuff that you like to keep and it totally works for you, and your angels love that it's there. So just feel that clothing first, and that, you know, you can keep nice and close to you because It works, it's positive, it helps you be safe and abundant and courageous. So just get a sense of that. And that's what we want more of, right? All right. So, and now we're ready. So that was nice little positivity, right? So now let's get rid of the B group of clothing in your first chakra closet. And this is stuff that, you know, is just like, why am I keeping that? You know, somebody was in your space, you got a little stuck, you forgot to let go of it, you forgot to clear it. So angels, please bring me the B group of clothing for this first chakra closet, you know, first chakra love life closet, because you want to be really fully present as possible in your love life, you know, with your partner. If you're single, you want to be as present as possible in your love life space to help you manifest faster. The right person, not just any person, but the right, you know, fully compatible person. So yeah, so angels, please bring me the B group of clothing out of my first chakra closet, and then just melt it. Lots of gold light, and just melt it. And if it's, you know, kind of nasty looking clothing, that's fine. That's why we're getting rid of it. So just melt it. Gold fire, gold water. And if you need help with that, just say, angels, please help me to clear it. And go ahead, wiggle your toes, touch your fingers, stay here. All right, so now we're going to do the C group of clothing in your first chakra closet and first chakra love life closet. And this is stuff that your angels will bring you. So it's totally healthy to clear it right now. Okay, so angels, please bring me the C group of clothing in my first chakra closet, my first chakra love life closet. And then just go ahead and melt it. Lots of gold light. Melt that stuff. Gold light, just deep breathe. Deep breath. Wiggle your toes, let it go. You can think, I can let go. The more you let go of this, the more you'll have safety and courage and abundance in your love life. All right. So wiggle around, validate your body. Stay here. You ready for another group of C clothing? C group of clothing in your first chakra love life space. So angels, can you please bring me another group of C clothing that I should really get rid of from my first chakra love life closet? And just imagine that clothing out in front of you and forgive yourself for having kept it this long. It's okay. And just use lots of gold light and melt it away. Lots of gold light. Just let it melt. It's not your fault. Just lots of gold light. It's okay. Gold fire, gold water. And you can say, angels, please help me to clear this if you want. Good job, guys. So what did we just do? We just did the closet experience. Fun with closets. Love life closet cleaning. So we're gonna take a quiet moment while I check everybody out, see what that was like for people. Somebody said, who's kind of a newbie, not a super newbie, but kind of a newbie, she's like, I can't believe you made me do all that. But she was like proud of herself that she did it, but she's like, I can't believe you made me do that. I didn't make you do it. So again, what's the purpose of that? It's because in a love life, your partner is seeing you. And if you have a lot that subconsciously you're avoiding, that it's not really working for you, you're not going to want to be seen. And so you're going to have these weird behaviors in your relationship, and it's going to be less fulfilling for you, your experience of your relationship. And it'll also affect what kind of partners you attract, all that stuff. So when you clean out your closets, you only have the A group of clothing. Then you're more you're more light, you're more self-accepting, more self-loving, you enjoy your sensuality, your sexuality, your body image, your courage, and it just helps you be ready for, your most compatible person, and it helps you to enjoy your relationship a lot more. So I think we're mostly done. I'm going to check that though, because last time I said we're mostly done, we did some really cool stuff right after it. So take it with a grain of salt. I'm just checking things out and thinking about it right now. We may not be done. Yeah, I'm just gonna go and 7 through 1, layers 7 through 1, help melt blocks that are triggered. Because sometimes you have to like kind of hunt for these ones. Like a blanket exercise won't do it because it's a little too stuck, but it's still triggered. So I don't want anyone to be like, Janet, you really triggered me today. So you can just, if you're doing this on yourself, just gold light through your 7th layer. We're going to go 7 through 1 really quickly, but just you're hunting for the stuff that's stuck, that's just not clearing, but is very unpleasant. And you want to melt that. Wherever that is in your 7th layer. Wherever that is in your 6th layer, 6th chakra, 6th layer, vision, clairvoyance. Just melt away anything that's especially stuck there, that's causing discomfort. Which may be right at the bottom of your 6th layer. And 5th layer, generated by the 5th chakra, communications, inner voice, peace of mind, hearing your angels. We're just hunting for anything that's especially stuck that hasn't yet cleared in your 5th layer. And again, that could be right at the bottom of your 5th layer as well. Fourth layer, 4th chakra. Well, 4th layer generated by the 4th chakra. Just hunt for anything that is stuck and not clearing, but is uncomfortable for you. And just lots of gold light. And just melt it. 4th layer. Enthusiasm, motivation, self-esteem, feeling good enough, feeling worthy. Okay, 3rd chakra generates the 3rd layer, has to do with getting stuff done, productivity, feeling alert when you want to be, and sleeping well when you want to sleep. So gold light through there, 3rd layer. We're hunting for anything that's stuck and not clearing but causing you discomfort, and that could be right at the bottom of your 3rd layer as well. All right, 2nd layer, emotions, sexuality. Also under your feet, right under your feet there, 2nd layer. We're searching for anything that is stuck and uncomfortable that you can melt right now. Especially under the feet in the second layer. And then first layer, right around the skin. Has to do with safety and courage and abundance. It's generated by the first chakra. So if you have blocks here, that's what makes you nervous, antsy, phobic, worried, blah, blah, blah. So just lots of gold light there, just melt away. Especially in the front of your first layer, right around here. And under the feet, right under the feet, right there. Because if it drains well, if it flows well under the feet, then the whole layer can drain better and release better. All right. So just as we finish up, just say, angels, can you please give me a healing and a blessing? All right. So we are done with the healing. Woo, 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 woo. Good job, guys. It was quite a little love life workout I put you through. So in about 10 minutes, give or take, we will be starting the Q&A live stream. I will be doing the Q&A live stream, and you are welcome to join. Anyone is welcome to join, whether or not you've ever paid me before in your life or you never plan on paying me at all. It's not about that. It's just me trying to answer questions for people related to love life, but also related to any sort of energy work, wellness stuff, meditation, energy healing, etc. So I will quickly look at one or two comments. If you have any comments about how that healing felt for you, how you're doing right now, feel free to comment that really quickly if you wish. That's really interesting to hear usually at the end. And you can say if you healed yourself only, or if you also received a healing from me, or whatever. That's good context. Anyway, and if you are not doing the Q&A, then I will maybe see you in 2 days on the Tuesday healing that we have in 2 days as we wrap up this love life healing extravaganza. All right, so somebody says, how about a weight loss healing set? I think that a weight loss healing set, I couldn't do a whole set just on weight loss, just because not everyone needs to lose weight. But there could be something like, body self-care. I have stuff about body self-care, and I have stuff about, compulsive behaviors, like, because some people have compulsive eating issues, which is related to their weight loss needs. So I have an old triplet set of healings that you could do, having to do with compulsive behaviors, ending compulsive behaviors. I have self-care triplet sets that I've done before, and so it depends on what version of your issue is with your weight loss. But I've done stuff that could help with it already. Someone says, with the energy release of the chakras, I physically felt relieved. Good, that's nice. Thank you for the feedback. Someone gave me all sorts of adorable emojis, including a bear and watermelon. How about that? Somebody says, just tuned in. Thank you again for all you do. You are welcome. Felt nice giving my feet and legs gold light. Yeah. Never realized how many love life memories traumas came with clothes related images memories. I used those in the closet healing. Very cool. Oh, good. I'm glad you like the fun with closets technique. Someone says, I had no idea how much I needed the closet work. I felt emptied out in a good way. Yeah, it's funny. And it's funny how it's kind of convenient that it's also what people end up doing with their closets a lot of the time. You know, there's stuff that really should be in that closet, and then there's a lot of stuff that's like, oh my God, you should not even own that. You know? So it's a great handy metaphor. So we'll probably use that again for other things too. And I'll be sure to put a timestamp for the start of the closet work, so that you could redo the closet work. You know, you could find in the comment section, there'll be, you know, the text summary, and then there'll be a timestamp link for when the closet work started. So this is brilliant techniques. Good. I'm glad you like them. So it says, thank you. You're a great teacher. Feel really light and present. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Someone says, thank you, Janet. You're welcome. Very welcome. Thanks, Janet, for the healing. You're welcome. Thank you, Janet. Received healing. Feel great. Even started doing some pending work. Good. That's nice. Oh, thank you so much, Janet. I feel so mellow. Well, good. Thanks, everybody, for sharing some feedback. You don't have to do that, so that's very kind of you. Of course, I'll be sending a survey tonight. If you could fill that out tomorrow, like get a good night's rest and then fill it out early, mid tomorrow. I mean, if you're in Europe, you can fill it out anytime tomorrow. But if you're in the US, hopefully you fill it out by like 6 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern, so that I can reflect upon it before my dinner. Someone says, I'm a newbie and I had an experience with the closet technique. I weren't sure if I imagined it, but saw a pirate's outfit. Well, you've had past lives, so, you know. I mean, I mean, at least half of us have for sure had pirate past lives, you know. We've had a lot of, you know, sailor past lives. So, yeah, probably outlaws on the sea past lives as well. So, yeah, that may have been literal. Maybe some first chakra baggage from your pirate lives. All right, well, cool. That was fun. So yeah, so we'll take a break, and the Q&A, if you're wanting to do that live, like I said, please limit yourself to 1 or 2 questions, and don't answer other people directly, you know, like other individuals. Just chill out, let me do the answering of questions. But everyone's welcome to do that, and that'll be technically in 4 minutes, but maybe 5 or 6 minutes. So you could go to my YouTube channel page, and there'll be a Q&A, one for the Q&A that's about to start. Okay, you guys are so awesome. Bye.